Good morning. Years and years ago, very early on in my ministry, I remember talking with a couple, and they were in a cycle of wounding each other. The man would look at pornography. The woman would withhold sex. The man looked at pornography. The woman would withhold sex. The man looked at pornography. The woman would withhold sex. And it became a cycle. It became an unhealthy cycle where they were killing each other and feeling justified in doing it, right? Because if he's going to look at pornography, well, then I'm going to withhold sex from him. And if she's going to withhold sex from me, well, I need satisfaction. I'm going to go look at pornography. And it became a sort of cycle. And so I challenged them and asked them, how could they break out of that cycle? Now, you might be thinking, well, what they need to do is they both need to stop doing what they're doing. And you'd be partly right, but you'd be partly wrong. The answer isn't that they both need to stop. The answer is that one of them does. One of them. Now, why would I say that? Well, it's because we live in relationships of reciprocity. And none of our actions vindicate negative responses from others. However, we'd be foolish not to recognize that we do live in relationships where others respond to us, and we set them up for those responses. So what that means is that we can't take responsibility for the other's side of the street. We can only take responsibility for our own side of the street. And really, in any relationship, if there's some destructive behavior happening, the question is, will you stop your destructive behavior? Not will you stop it if they stop theirs. So how does that relate to anger? Well, a famous verse on anger, Proverbs 15:1, a soft answer turns away wrath, but harsh words stir up anger. It's like a ping pong match sometimes. We get an anger hit at us, and so we respond in anger. They said this to me. When you do that, it makes me so mad. And we respond in anger. And the next person responds back, and we respond, and we're volleying back and forth. Marriages experience this. Parent-child relationships, workplace relationships, sometimes unhealthy friendships experience this. And how can it stop? Well, the answer is a soft answer. The answer is someone gains self-control. One person gains self-control and says, I'm not going to return. I'm not going to return volley in the same way. Instead, I'm going to lower the temperature of the room. I'm going to quiet myself. Now, that sometimes means that you can take it on the chin. Sometimes it means you won't get all that's coming to you. You won't be able to actualize your right. You won't be able to get that pound of flesh. And that's true. That's true. But it'll turn away wrath. It won't stir up anger. Because anger feeds anger in a kind of bubbling reciprocity that bubbles, and before you know, it explodes. So, if you find yourself in an angry relationship, stop and be still and don't respond in anger. Instead, give a soft answer and watch it turn away wrath. May the Lord bless you today.